This is from Unusual Whales on Twitter, and I encourage everyone to follow them. But there's a whole list of Democratic and Republican institutions, predominantly Democrat. So by looking at this list, it comes as no surprise why little Sammy is free, because he paid the right people off nationwide. And it's a whole big old list.
Here it goes right here. And let's let me bring it down a little bit. So this is from Unusual Whales. And for those that didn't know, Sam Bankman-Fried, I think that's how you said, he was a number 2 donor to the Democratic Party. Now, he donates to the GOP too, but he was a number 2 donor to the Democratic Party behind Soros, the number 2 donor. And Democrats run the, Justice Department, AG, and all that stuff. They run that. So Democrats drop campaign finance charges. Now, he has other charges. They dropped the campaign finance charges. The money that he donated to him, possibly because they don't want to give the money back. And maybe let's now go over this list that you're talking about, because possibly this is why they dropped the charges, because they don't want to have to give that money back or be exposed or be called out or, take your pick. But campaign finance charges on Sam Bankman-Fried have been dropped. This is unusual. He gave millions to politicians, and there wasn't a list of which politician and groups have gave money to until now. And this is the list. Look at this.
Yep.
I'm trying to think, who hasn't he given money to?
Well, let's see. He gave money to the Pennsylvania Democratic Party, the Minnesota Democratic Farmer and Labor Party. Yes, the Illinois Democratic Party, the New Jersey Democratic State Committee. I'm just randomly reading off names here. Let's see. He's also Serving Our Country PAC. Oh, how wonderful. Blue Nevada PAC. Heartland Values. That's the Republican one. Oh, great. Heartland Values.
Here goes California Democratic Party, State Democratic Executive Committee of Alabama. You can continue. Go ahead, sir.
Oh, say no.
Crazy.
Say it ain't so, Nebraska. The Nebraska Democratic Party, the Democratic Party of Wisconsin. Biden for president. Oh, what a surprise. West Virginia Democratic Executive Committee.
Look at this one. Gillibrand. You know Gillibrand? That's Gillibrand. She has her name on this. Gillibrand Victory Fund.
Mm-hmm.
So now we kind of see why these charges have been dropped. And let's play a little video to close us out. This is going to be the last story. Let's play a little video to close us out on this. That's going to kind of... Is this the video? I thought I had it queued. Let me go back a little bit, everybody. Here it goes.
Federal prosecutors have dropped the charge against ex-FTX CEO Sam Bankman-Fried that he violated campaign finance rules, according to the New York Times. Bankman-Fried was charged with fraud and campaign violations in December after his crypto company caved in. The prosecutor's filing said, quote, "In keeping with its treaty obligations to the Bahamas, the government does not intend to proceed to trial on the campaign contributions count." According to authorities, Bankman-Fried and other FTX employees used customers' deposits to make $90 million in campaign contributions to approximately 300 political candidates or PACs. Journalist Glenn Greenwald tweeted, "Congrats to Sam Bankman-Fried, the Democratic Party's second largest donor behind George Soros, on having his campaign finance fraud charges dropped by the Biden DOJ. Their hilarious claim is that they just couldn't proceed because the big, powerful Bahamas wouldn't let them." Crazy.
Joe.
Yeah, Bankman-Fried is not this kind of guy.
They really take us as idiots. They just have less than
hold on, CJ. First of all, do you have any idea how powerful the Bahamas are as a nation state against us? Man, those people in the Bahamas do not screw around. I will never underestimate the global superpower of the nation of the Bahamas. Man,
it is absurd. It's absurd for them to say anything like that. Have you seen what they're doing to Julian Assange? Have you seen what they're doing to him?
Well,
but,
Julian
but the
Assange's
Bahamas
biggest
is
problem-
but the Bahamas are saying fuck that shit. You ain't doing that to Sam. What you're doing it to him? That's what they're saying. Go ahead.
Yeah, well, the thing is, like, again, Julian Assange's biggest mistake is he didn't buy off a politician. Sam, like the way he was smiling is like, yeah, I know I paid off you people. It's like that scene from New Jack City when it's at the courtroom scene. It says like, you can't bring me down. I got numbers on everybody, politicians, all of this. Sam Bankman-Fried like things like you can't bring me down. I got all of you. All of you are interconnected to me. They know they got to let him go.
Maybe that's what they fear, is they know that, wait a minute, this guy has given us some money. But I don't know if they said in here, I was reading something or listening to something. It was like, no, it's probably because they don't want to have to give it back. An investigation, if he paid all this money and has got it by corrupt means and he has money to give back, why wouldn't they have to be forced to give the money back? And that's what they don't want to do. But let's continue.
Guy to be compared with George Soros in the sense that he just wants Democrats to win. His campaign contributions is, just him trying to convince Democrats who are most likely to pursue financial regulations on the trade of cryptocurrency. He's trying to convince them not to regulate cryptocurrency. That's why he's made so many campaign donations. And it worked. It was a strategy that absolutely worked. We had so many bills pass, a bill, the Stablecoin Act, written by Rowan Gray, who's someone who's very knowledgeable about cryptocurrency, financial institutions, and the legality of how our money system works, introduced the bill with Rashida Tlaib's office that would have literally prevented the crash that happened in May, that ironically would have also prevented the decline of FTX that happened. It was sort of a slow burn that led to their ultimate collapse.
So he lobbied against something that would have prevented his own demise. You like that? That is such a capitalist thing.
Well, that again. When you have the Supreme Court that opened the floodgates for legalized bribery, when you have a Supreme Court that allowed anybody to buy a politician, Sam, like I gotta find it now, but there's an audio where Sam says like, yes, I donate to Democrats publicly, but privately I also donated to Republicans too, privately. So that way he's covering up all his bases. I mean, and of course he's going to do things to protect his own interests because, again, he has built himself a very fraudulent empire. And yeah, he committed fraud, but he got away with it because we have criminals who run our judicial system. We have criminals who run our entire system. That's what we have here. And of course, Sam is now free. He's a free man to do whatever he wants because the big bad Bahamas are running the show. Never underestimate the Bahamas.
Bohemians, those damn Bohemians. Let's continue.
Lapse in November. And so the exact regulations that he lobbied against would have prevented his company from failing as bad as it did. So yeah, I don't think we should see this as like Sam Bankman-Fried loved Democrats so much and that's why he donated to their campaigns. He was literally paying them not to pass regulations that I think would have not only prevented the collapse of his company, but would have prevented a lot of people from losing money that they couldn't afford to lose by investing in cryptocurrencies.
Yeah, if I remember correctly, there was a video of him sort of talking about woke and that ideology and saying essentially it's a convenient way to get the government off of my back if I support this party line. And like you said, apparently it worked. He gave $90 million in campaign contributions to some 300 political candidates or political action committees. And it's actually, functionally not different from what he did with the company as a whole. As he's using this customer money to pay off politicians, he was also using customer money to secure loans for his business and to reinvest money into the business. It was basically all a giant scam. And I'm with Glenn Greenwald. We really can't get the Bahamas to turn over Sam Bankman-Fried. It's such a ridiculous excuse. Yeah. Now, it does look like they're going to continue to pursue the fraud charges related to the financial aspect of the company outside of the political donations. But I think, to me, it seems like the reason they're not going after the political donations is because there's a bunch of politicians and PACs who don't want to have to pay the money back.
Right. I think
bingo. Bingo. We're talking about millions of dollars, kid, and we can stop there for the sake of time. We're talking about millions of dollars being paid back. That now they probably have the money to pay it back, but capitalists don't like to give back money. Politicians don't want to have to get back on the phone and start dialing for dollars again. They have the money in the bank from this guy. So, let's just forget about those charges. I must say that before I pass it to you, these are the most serious charges. These ones that they're letting go. But go ahead.
Well, again, the perfect example of just how these politicians don't want to work is like, well, wait. We got to give the money back. Oh no, we gotta call Bob and Charlie from the law firm. We gotta find. Hey, Sam, don't worry, buddy. You're gonna go home to mommy and daddy, because I'm not giving that money back, dude. You listen. You let us Democrats help you out, and you're gonna be okay. Give the money back. What do they think this is? Democracy? I don't think so.